A really handy tool on any website, to be honest, is a drop-down menu. And people will get confused between a drop-down and a folder when I mention these. They're exactly the same. Don't worry. It's basically how to create a folder or how to create a drop-down. Same thing. I'm pretty sure Squarespace used to call them folders and now they're called drop-downs. But regardless, don't worry. We're talking about the exact same thing. Now I'm going to take you onto the screen in a moment and just basically show you how to set them up in the front end, so the thing people can see, and in the back end where you can organize your pages in one place. So on the site here, you'll see you've got your dashboard. We hit pages. And then if you want to put it in the main nav, so actually give users the option to sort of hover over something and get a lot of different things in the drop down, we'd click plus. And then we'll want to go into drop down, which is down here. And we'll give this drop down / folder a name. So let's say company. We'll call it company. And then in here, we can just drag our items. So the first one is going to be about. You drag and you drop it. And you can see that it's in a drop down with this little icon here. And you can also see up here that it's in there that way too. Then we'll put FAQs in there. And you can see we've got this nice system almost being built before our eyes. So you can click like this and hide, which is nice. And I'll show you why that works so well in the back end in a moment. But now if I just blow this up, you can see when we hover, we have our drop down items in here. Now, if you, let's say, I have this on my own site, like legal pages, it's really handy to have them organized in one place. So we'll just drag this down to show, and we'll call this, double click, legal pages. And now imagine this is like a privacy policy and terms and conditions. In fact, what I'll do is I'll drag these out like so, and we can add those in now. So privacy policy, and we will do terms. What does Squarespace call it? Terms of service. Okay. Don't know why it calls it terms of service 1, but whatever. So now you can see if I start to add lots of different things in this back end, I can organize it really nicely. So what I'll tend to do on my site as well is I'll say not linked as well. So you don't want your especially if you have a large website, you don't want your not linked section to become this just huge mass of pages where you have to like scroll through everything to find it. You want to try and organize, because if you have a large website or you have a team that are working on your site, you want to make sure everyone knows where everything is. So legal pages is a great place. Something that for pages that don't fit into an exact category, that's when I'll put them in the not linked. Then you can have things like, let's say, if you have location-based SEO pages, you can have them in there. I have those. You can also have industry specific. Oh, I always fall to bits when I'm trying to spell correctly. Industry specific SEO pages. Again, I have these. But then once you start dragging things in like this, will it go in? There we go. You can see it starts to get quite long, but then the beauty is within here, you can have like 50, 60 pages or however many you want really, but then organize them really nicely, chop down the folders, and the site just becomes far easier to navigate on the back. But then if we look on the front and we want to drag things up, we can have all of these different folders that instead of having, 50 different items in our menu, we just have a really nice, well, because they're so long, it doesn't look really nice, but you can see that we have nice drop downs if I didn't give them such ridiculously long names. So hopefully, anyway, that makes sense and it was helpful. If it was, then please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.